Now, today is indeed a sad day in the history of this country. Today, the 6th of September 2023, is the day the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria completely loses its relevance. I personally went to the city center this morning, and the military presence all over the city of Abuja was shocking. It clearly signified that something unusual was about to happen. And that unusual occurrence is the death of the Nigerian Constitution. And I am so disappointed at what happened in court today. In fact, I am struggling to make the video that I'm making right now. I thought about not making a video at all, but I said to myself, we have come a long way, my audience and I. Today of all days is not the day I should go silent on my friends here. And that's why I'm speaking. The panel of 5 judges led by this man, Justice Samani, have turned the Nigerian Constitution on its head. Justice Samani said that 25% in the FCT is not sacrosanct. He began speaking like touts. He began speaking like people that hang around at newspaper joints. He said, are the people in FCT, are they different from the people in other parts of the country? That are they special voters in FCT? This is a son speaking. You know very well that the Constitution was not written by you and I. None of us talking now was there when that part of the Constitution was being written. So it is not our duty to fault it. It is our duty to follow it, to translate it. And this man failed woefully in that duty. And 5 corrupt individuals who call themselves tribunal judges have ruled against the will of the people. Just 5 individuals, Nigerians like you and I. Judges didn't listen. We have been urging them and telling them to do the right thing. But as it stands now, virtually all the prayers on Obi and Atiku's petitions have been struck out. But that is not the only sad thing that happened today. Another sad thing that happened today was that common men like you and I, common men, turned up to the tribunal today and began carrying placards, throwing their support for Tinubu. They came out and said, yes, nothing must happen to Tinubu's candidacy. And this is what I always point at as the reason why the ruling class is so powerful. It is because the masses cannot stand together. How much do they give them? 2,000, 3,000. They are okay. They carry placards and begin to protest. Protesting against protesters who are going against the judiciary, against those who are asking the judiciary to do the right thing. And His Excellency Peter Obi was absent from court today, of course, for obvious reasons. With what the likes of Mary Odili and all those people were saying, with what they've been saying for the past 2 days now, it became obvious what the tribunal was trying to do. I'm not trying to say I'm 100% sure that was why he didn't show up, but that could also be a good reason for him not to show up. You know, there is actually no need to come and sit down in front of these despicable judges and waste your time with them when they have already decided to throw the Constitution into the bin. Look at the show of shame in court today. Just look at it. The whole pronouncement of the judgment was so boring and meaningless that everybody began to fall asleep. This is Rufai Hosseini of Arise TV. He was asleep. Shewan Kimbaloye of Channels. Look at the sons. All of them sleeping because of how shambolic the exercise was. Now we have protesters in Abuja here waiting for the final declaration of Tinubu so that the protest can begin. But we also have very heavy military presence, police everywhere. And I have to be honest with you, the turnout of the protesters is not as much as I expected. Because like I said, many people have decided to go along ethnic and religious lines, just as I have always feared. And as far as this division begins to rear its head, the people will become weak. But I am speaking specifically for Abuja, not for other states. I'm speaking for the FCT because I went out today as a protester and I met other people waiting and ready to protest. But our number was not as massive as I expected. And honestly, fear is also a factor here. I know I said people have been divided along tribal and religious lines, but fear is also a great factor that is holding people back. And to be fair, the military presence was scary, so it is normal that some people will be afraid. But in this fight, we have to keep fear aside if we are ever going to win. We are going to be waiting to see how the Labour Party and Peter Obi are going to react to the whole thing tribunal is doing tomorrow. I know they are heading to the Supreme Court, but we are not going to get anything different because these judges are all the same. They have been heavily compromised. But let us see how Nigerians, especially the youths, are going to react tomorrow. This is not a fight for one person. It has to be everybody doing it together in all the states or virtually all the states of the federation. It's not something that the FCT alone can do, or that Lagos or Rivers State or Edo State alone can do. People have to stand up in all the states that know that they gave their votes to His Excellency Peter Obi. They need to stand up, come out and begin to protest, because that is the only way out. If that is not done, if heavy protest does not begin, I don't think there is a way a positive result can't come out of this. Even when many of the things that these tribunal judges said contradicts totally many judgments that have been passed before in the Supreme Court. But we already know that we cannot trust any of the judges. Anyway, make I leave am here. I'm not in a very good mood, so make we just end am like this.
Today, the 6th of September, will forever be remembered for the day democracy was buried in Nigeria. Today, we forever be remembered for that word. The judiciary is the last hope for the common man, which is not. Most of us did not expect good from the judiciary. We did not expect positive judgment from them. Even the 25% in the FCT was struck out. And this is in the constitution. They struck out the issue of irregularities, stating that Peter Obi and Labour Party did not state where it took place. Some people are already blaming Peter Obi and Labour Party's lawyers that they did not file the petitions well. One thing Nigerians don't understand is that these guys have already written down this nonsense. They have already written down this judgment and are ready to rule on technicalities, since the judiciary have proved that there is no law in Nigeria and that the country is not relevant anymore. Then bandits and gunmen, fulani herdsmen, they can go about doing their businesses, they can go ahead and they won't be arrested. They don't call us the giant of Africa for nothing. When other citizens are taking over their countries, Nigerians, they are seated at home watching BB Naija and other shows that won't help grow the country. But I trust Peter Obi and Labour Party. Even though people are saying that it is a waste of time and resources to go to Supreme Court, it won't stop them. Yes, Peter Obi has told us that he is not going to be easy. This journey is not going to be easy, that he is going to be there till the very end. That is not going to leave us, where I believe him. And that is why they call him Okute the Rock. At least let them fulfill the righteousness, let them go there and let us know, who knows, the God of 0 hour might surprise the world. It's not over until it is over. And to all those children of the corn, the Agbado people who are laughing at the obedient, it is a matter of time. We would know if Tinubu is going to send you daily bread to you and your family, or we would know if you live in another Nigeria. We are all in this together. So guys, don't lose hope. Calm down. It's going to get better. If it doesn't get better, all of us will take this country together. All of the Agbado people, children of the corn, that you are now wooing us, you are now dragging us, you are now mocking us. See, it's not safe anywhere. Just pray, say Nigeria not happen to you. But since you are supporting Tinubu, I will end this submission. Let that Nigeria happen to you, because as it stands now, Nigeria has happened to Nigeria judiciary.